Have you been struggling to learn a language for some time now and you want to find out the best strategies, the best way that's going to help you really master it and really make the most of your language learning journey? Okay, so I'm going to give you some of the things that I've done in my own experience that has helped me tremendously in improving my fluency, my confidence, everything has improved since I've started to implement this mindset and these practical activities that I do daily in life. Okay, so the first thing is to change the belief that you have about how to learn a language. The way we've been taught has been perhaps not very successful in the past. And even the educational system is flawed in a sense because they are not teaching you the right way to make this language that you want to learn stick. Rather, they're using traditional teaching techniques that have not proved to be successful so far. But right now, because everything is different, we are propelled to change, to be more creative about the way we do things. So, how do we do this? Change this belief that you have to master this language and be perfect at it. There is no perfection without making mistakes and being imperfect at first. So remember that it's not a linear journey. There's going to be ups and downs. And when you first start learning this language, there's going to be a lot of downs and there's going to be a lot of pain and lots of challenges. But that's why, rather than to look at the prize and the success that you're going to achieve, you should find ways to connect with the language and to really enjoy it. Get into a relationship with this language. You nurture the relationship. You learn about the history, the things that make this language unique in your eyes and in everybody's eyes for that matter. So learn to love it, learn to enjoy the language, learn to be okay with not being perfect from the very get-go. How do you do that? You do it through finding activities that you already love. Everybody loves something. We all have hobbies, sports that we do in our free time and that we naturally feel compelled to do. We're drawn to these activities. So what are those activities in your life that are helping you smile more often and feel good about yourself. So these activities, you're going to start doing them in the language that you want to learn. So for instance, if you like soccer, you start learning the soccer names of these rules, right? The game has rules, the game has commands. It's a particular vocabulary for this type of a sport. And so I encourage you to find out the names of these words, phrases, ideas in your target language. And so you're naturally going to want to do it because you already love this sport. And this applies to any other activity. You could do this in anything, in any field, any hobby, any activity. So look at the things that you're already good at, passionate about, and start doing those things in your target language. TV shows, music. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but remember that you also have to know that this is not a this is not something that you're going to finalize. It's ongoing. It's a process. Everybody talks about loving the process. Well, learning a language invites you to love the process even more. So you have to be okay with the process. And in order for you to be okay with the process, you need to love the process. How do you love the process? I'm giving you the strategies. I'm telling you to find activities that you already love in your native language that you can do in your target language now. So that's my invitation. What else? What else can I suggest to you so that you can start implementing it? Perhaps you can find a notebook if you don't have one and start writing down your ideas, your thoughts, your beliefs, things that you think about 24/7. Perhaps you like to plan your day and structure it. Perhaps you like journaling, or you're into writing diaries, logging in information. Talk about you. Talk about what you want to do in the future, what you did in the past. Nothing is more compelling than your own story. And see, just because it's about you, you're gonna find it interesting naturally. And that's the point. When you do things that you love, it's almost impossible that you don't stick with it long term. You only quit the things that you're forcing yourself to do. But when you find it interesting, you find it exciting, you don't want it to end. So that's why I'm suggesting this to you, because I want this to be long lasting rather than, oh, I want to learn it in 3 months and then be out and stop. No, I want you to make this part of your lifestyle. And if you commit to learning this language forever, then you're not keeping track of the time that you're spending with it, you might spend 2-3 hours a day, maybe 5 minutes a day. But again, this is not something that you are worried about, because you're learning to love it first. And that's another thing that I just remembered. At the beginning, you're going to have to put in some effort. So you're going to start with like 5 minutes a day, for example. So if you start with 5 minutes a day, yes, that's how it starts. And of course, it's going to feel hard. But eventually, because you're doing it consistently and you don't miss a day, you get to a point where 5 minutes a day is not enough. You're also becoming better as you go, as you progress. And before you know it, you'll be like, oh, 5 minutes is not enough. I want to do 10 or 15 minutes now. But you know why? That's because you've gotten better. And when you become good at something, you want to do it more. So see, I want to debunk the idea that you need to be good from the get-go. No, nobody's good when you first start. You become good and you become proficient, and that's when you start enjoying the activity. It's the same for football or swimming, basketball, any activity, martial arts. So the more you learn, the more you enjoy it, the more you want to do it. And the easiest way to do that is, again, finding those activities that you already like. So, see, you need to create clarity for yourself to discern, okay, this is what I like, this is what I'm gonna start doing in the target language or in my target language. So there you go, guys. That's like the best advice I can give you about how you're going to really achieve the mastery, the fluency that you want. Not just in language learning, but in any sport, any practice, any skill that you want. If you commit to the journey, if you, rather than finding the destination, focus on the process, you will succeed. I promise you. So try it out and let me know how it goes. Bye.